Hey everybody, this is Eric Chapelle, the South Jersey real estate guy, working with Weichert Realtors in Cherry Hill. And today I want to talk to some home buyers. You're going to see a bunch of homes out there this year that you're really interested in. And there has to come a time when you know it's time to walk away. So during the buying process of real estate, knowing when to walk away from a home is crucial for making some sound investment and financial decisions. So consider these things when you're trying to figure out, should I walk away or should I stay? The first thing I want you to think about is this home overpriced? Now, if your real estate agent tells you, look, homes in this area fall between here and here, and this house is priced here, way above everything else, you might want to, I don't care if you fall in love with it, it's your dream home, it's your forever home, and whatever it may be, you really need to consider if this is a good deal for you. Because even if you fall in love with this property, paying too much could lead to financial issues down the road for you. So why should you walk away if a home is overpriced? Well, overpaying can cause long-term financial strain, especially if property values in that area decrease. You are still paying way more than everybody else's home in the area, and if prices start to go down, you're going to be in an inequitable situation. You will not have enough equity built up in that home to move to another house. Number two. Another reason why you should walk away from a house is if there is significant structural issues.
I don't think we're dealing with an ordinary mouse.
You know, I'm talking about major problems like cracks in the foundation, roof leaks, plumbing or electrical problems, maybe even structural damage that's so extensive it's unable to be repaired. Now, a leaky basement, to have it waterproof, could cost you like $30,000 here in New Jersey. It may not seem like a lot at the time when you see a little puddles here and there in the basement, but once you find out there could be some real major issues outside, it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. So that may put your home way over your budget, and that is when it's time to walk away. Number three. Number three. You'd want to walk away from a home if the neighborhood isn't ideal. It could be if the home is nice, but it's in an area that you're not comfortable with. It could be noisy. It could be unsafe. It could have, schools that are subpar. Maybe it's a long ways away from the grocery store or other amenities that you need for your daily life. This may not be a good investment for you, or if it's a long ways away from where you work, that could be an issue, because when you start adding in all the expenses of travel or maybe some of the other things, it just doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It may be a time for you to walk away from that property. Even though you may love the house, if the neighborhood isn't right, you may want to walk away. Number 4. The home needs more work than you're willing to handle. I've seen people, they buy houses, the price is perfect, it fits in the budget, it's in a good location, no major issues, but to renovate and make it exactly what they want may make the cost of that rise a little too high. And they're just not willing to bite off all that. Or maybe you're just not a handy person. Maybe you don't know how to do a lot of work yourself. And when you start thinking about hiring contractors and bringing all these people in to kind of fix issues that you want changing in the house, you might start adding those things up and realize, I don't want to do that. So like maybe updating a kitchen. In New Jersey, a new kitchen, if you go budget ways, could cost you anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. If you go to really nice, extravagant, it could go upwards of 30. Bathrooms, just on average, like $5,000 for a bathroom to upgrade it. It could go up to $10,000, $15,000 if you're adding bathrooms in a house. These are the kind of expenses that may say to you, you know, it's a nice house, it's priced in a range, but to add the things that we want, I'm just not ready to pay that extra money. Time to walk away. Number 5, reason why you should walk away from the house that you're looking at, that you're interested in. Some people will tell you just, you're buying the house as is, don't get an inspection. I encourage all my buyers, get a home inspection. If for no other reason, it helps you prepare for the future, things that might go wrong that need to be taken care of. And so you definitely want to do the inspection report, and understand inspection reports are made so that they expose all weaknesses in a house. It's kind of like getting your yearly physical and running blood tests. The doctor's trying to find out everything that could possibly be wrong with you to avoid any future problems down the road. A home inspector does the same thing. But most of this stuff is easy fixes. However, when it comes to safety issues, structural issues in a home, this might be the time when you look at that inspection report and say, you know what? This makes me feel uncomfortable and it's time to walk away. Now this one is gonna make you feel weird, but you should walk away from a deal if the seller is not negotiable. Especially after you find things possibly wrong with the house during the inspection, or as you're walking through the home ready to make an offer, you see things that don't sit well. So you offer maybe a discounted price, or you say, I'd pay this much, but I'd like this back as a concession to me, as payback, if you will, to fix these issues in the house. But the seller just says, go pound sand. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing anything. This is an as-is house, and I'm not willing to make any concessions at all. When it comes to that point, you have to ask yourself, is this the kind of person you really want to buy your house from? If they can't be honest about what they're buying, because you know when they go to buy their next property, they're going to nickel and dime them for every discounted item and want discounts, but they're not willing to give them to you when they know there's issues with the house. That's when you know that they're not dealing in a good place, and it's time to walk away. Number 7, why you should walk away. Well, the market is too competitive, or prices are rising way too quickly. You find a home in an area and homes are just selling. As soon as they hit the market, they're gone. And that's the area you want to live in. The first red flag is that people are bidding crazy numbers on houses. There's a problem with that. If you're buying when the market is going nuts and you're just trying to compete, that's not good. You have to understand financially if this is a good decision or not, and not just about the emotion of wants. I made a video called Wants versus Needs. This may be a want, not a need, and it could cause some financial problems for you down the road. So I'm just warning you, be careful. If the market is skyrocketing, you might be buying in a bubble that eventually may start losing air. And if it does, you're gonna be upside down on your house, and you do not want that. It could really hurt you financially in the long run. So please, if you're buying in a competitive market, maybe you wanna rethink about walking away and choosing another area. So, we're getting ready to head into number 8 of why you should walk away. But let me preface what I'm about to say with this. Real estate is a major financial commitment. If you do not feel confident and ready to make that commitment, it's better to walk away than make a hasty decision that you're going to regret a few months down the road. So, with that being said, number 8 is this. If you are feeling pressured to buy a particular home, it's probably time to walk away. Your agent may say, wow, this is a great home, great area. You better get your offer in right now before somebody else snatches it up. You just might feel that kind of pressure, or like you're being pushed to sign something really quick. I have learned in my life over the years I've been alive, if I start feeling that kind of pressure, I automatically say no. I automatically walk away. I can't tell you how many car dealerships I've walked out of because people say, well, this is the last one we have on the lot, and if you don't buy it, somebody else is gonna snatch it and you'll be out of luck, and there's none in this area, none in this state. You're so lucky to find what man, when I start hearing that kind of talk, I just walk away because 9 times out of 10, it's just hype. It's just pressure. Now, there might be some truth in it, but do you really want to make a decision of this magnitude because you feel pressured into it? Of course not. You want to feel good about this. And so if you have an agent that's constantly pressuring you, making you feel like you better do it right now, maybe you should change your broker. Maybe you should change your agent that's helping you because they're not giving you good advice. But a person will say, look, if you need time to think about it, you probably should try to make a decision sooner as opposed to later, but you really should sleep on it. There's somebody who is concerned about your well-being. Just saying. Reason number 9, why you should walk away from a house. Man, this is a big one. Your financial situation changes. Life happens. You could get a decrease in your pay. You could have someone in your household that's making money lose a job. And you've been pre-approved for whatever the dollar, let's say $500,000, and you know what the payments would be at that amount of money, but you know in your budget, based on what's going on right now, you really shouldn't spend all that. You should be like right here. That is when you need a good counselor, somebody who's gonna help you navigate buying a home that's within your price range, that's comfortably affordable to you. Just because the bank says you can afford this much doesn't mean you spend everything you can afford. You want to try to live within your means a little bit. Again, going back to a previous video. But I just want to say this. Unexpected expenses that come in your life, a loss of income in your life, a change in your credit. Maybe something happened where your credit score goes down. It may no longer make sense to move forward with purchasing a property. Sometimes it's good just to walk away, realign everything, and make a better decision down the road. Here's the last thing, number 10. You have doubts about your long-term happiness. Now, I had a client last year beg me to help her find a house. In New Jersey, they had grant programs for first-time home buyers. We secured her a large sum of money to help with a down payment. We found the perfect house for her. Everything was green lights. Her offer got accepted. She was excited. But she never signed her contracts. I knew something was wrong. And so I said, what's going on? And she was like, I just can't handle this pressure. And I'm afraid. I don't know if I can handle this. And I'm afraid what's going to happen down the road. The truth is, I felt sorry for her. As a real estate agent and all the work I did, my first reaction was try to encourage her that it's going to be okay. But I knew her life. She had told me a lot of stories. And in this particular case, it was good for her just to walk away. A home is a big commitment. If you're not completely confident that it's going to suit your needs or that you're going to be financially stable enough to prepare for it, or you're having health issues that just popped up in your life and you're afraid of what the future holds, it's probably good not to buy a home. So ultimately, when it comes to walking away from a piece of property or a home, it's really on you. If something feels off, if something doesn't feel right, trust your gut. I mean, that's why God gave you these instincts, is so that you know when to say, I don't think it's time right now, and walk away. I hope this helps you. Again, I'm just trying to be common sense real estate agent, trying to give you some good advice. If it helps you, wonderful. Tell your friends, share this video with them. Like this video, it helps me with the algorithms with YouTube and helping me stay relevant. And then also subscribe. Every week I try to put out common sense stuff that I think help you in your endeavors to buy a house. And so this has been Eric Chapelle, the South Jersey real estate guy. Again, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon.